Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. Today's video is a little different because I there was a watch deal I had made with a watch I wanted, and it was to be shipped from Poland through Chrono 24. And so we made the deal, and it was a good buy, I thought. And so when I went to get it, the seller said, well, there'd be a little delay in shipping it, and then that went a little too long, and so finally I got the tracking number and so forth, and ended up it couldn't leave Poland, and the reason for it was because of the high rate of COVID-19 in the United States. I mean, this is just up to June, it's about a month ago, and it's gone sky high again. If you compared the European Union to the United States, ours went up and started to come down again. Then it went up again, whereas in the European Union it went up and then came down when they implemented the plan. So let's just take a look real clearly. Some people don't seem to be clear on the concept of what we're dealing with, and I wanted to talk about it. Okay, first of all, COVID-19 ain't got no wings. No wings at all. All right. It's got no feet and no legs. So the question is, how does it get around? It only gets around by hitchhiking, all right? It's the only thing it can do. That's how it gets around. So if we look, so how does it hitchhike? Well, there are a lot of different ways. Let's just take one. They can ride a sneeze, for example, all right? Just boom, out it goes. And person who is within the range can get it. It can also, loud talkers, singing really will push it out as well. Now you can also, it hitchhikes on your hands, okay? You get it on your hands and you shake hands with somebody, or you touch their face or your own face, and the next thing you know, you got this thing inside of you and they're trying to kill you. The other way is physical contact. And, this is where they have these big get-togethers and parties and so forth, are just, couples doing everything from hugging to shaking hands to just general human contact. And it goes from one person to the other person, hitchhikes. Now, the first thing you can do is to stop it from getting it off your hands, is simply to wash your hands. It's very important. They recommend 20 seconds, or basically if you sing happy birthday, that'll about the time it takes to sing happy birthday now. So sing happy birthday and washing your hands, and that'll kill the COVID-19 if any that's on your hands. And of course it's important, like I'm just doing here, I'm scratching my beard here. You don't want to touch your face, because if you have it on your hands and it goes to your face, it can go in your nose or your mouth or your eyes even. Now, the other thing, besides washing your hands, is social distance. Is that it doesn't go very far. I mean, it can go further than 6 feet. 9 feet would be better if you have somebody screaming or talking very loud. It can push it further than 6 feet, but generally 6 feet. It's sort of like the Roadrunner and Coyote. It's in the middle of the cliff. Boom! It just, because it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have wings. It doesn't have feet. It just gets pushed out by whatever force is in the body doing the pushing. Now, the way to fix that, that's by social distance, by washing your hands, and one that's not much fun, but it's important, is wearing a face covering, okay? All you got to do is just put on the old face covering like that, and Bob's your uncle. That's all you have to do. I'm not crazy about wearing face coverings. I'm really not. But I do it because two reasons. One, I don't want to spread this stuff to everyone else if something gets on me, and I sure don't want them to get it on me. So if whenever I'm near somebody outside of the house, I just put the mask on. And I live in sort of a rural area, so that's not much of a problem for me. But I know with some people, man, it's a big problem. So you go on a bus or a subway or anything with other people, even a ride share, put a mask on, and that'll stop it. Now, this is not like rocket science, but every kind of research that they've done show this works to stop it. So what does the plan look like? Looks like this is one that works, and we've known this for a long time. First of all, you need testing to find out where it is, social distancing to keep it from spreading, face covering keeps the droplets contained, isolation, it keeps the infected people isolated, or you may want to isolate yourself to keep from getting infected, and develop a vaccine or some kind of treatment that'll stop it. The effect on business and education, among other things, are less severe than not implementing a plan that works. Here's a plan that works. We've known about this. I remember back in January, I think, when we first, talking about it, the scientist said, well, this is what we got to do. Named it all. And we didn't. And as a result, we have this, we're a country that they won't send stuff to, watches in our case, because we have an uncontained pandemic, whereas most of the rest of the industrialized world has it well contained. South Korea, China, European Union, most of Europe does, but we don't. There are a few other countries that are messed up like we are too, but this is for, at least for as far as I'm concerned, it's for business. It doesn't work simply, well, we're going to keep businesses open no matter what, because if you do, it spreads. So anyway, that's how it affected the watch business and me in particular, because they wouldn't send me my watch. All right, well, listen, I know this is a little different than we usually have, but let me hear what you have to say about it. And until next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection.